excitement already starting to crescendo with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at some stats for him.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
And now the Washington Wizards starters. They've got Jalen Green, and it's Alexander in at the center position. And for the Hornets, Michael Porter out there with Miller. Then it's MP, then it's Ball, and it's Ford in at the center position, locking down the middle. And one thing you've got to do on the floor tonight, box out.
Two elite rebounding teams here, BA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
So the Wizards will get the first possession. Here's Sarr. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
MP outside. Back to Ball. MP outside. Pass to Miller. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Alexander pulls it in. Here's Sarr. And that comes off the assist by Green.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Miller. Fires for three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Washington with possession. Outside, Green. Here's Kerr. Green in the post. Covered by MP. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Alexander. No good on the quick three. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Green for three. Counted from distance. Green's got 6.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Pass to Ford. MP right side. Outside Porter. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Porter Jr. knows how good he is from that range, so not hesitating.
Green against MP. Fires from deep. Gets rebounded by Charlotte.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
Just missed it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Here's MP. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Green. No good from 11 feet. Here's MP. Driving to the basket. It's good. MP's got his second bucket on the night.
Once MP puts his head down, you know he's got no intention of stopping that drive.
Pass to Sar. Back to Green. And a nice finish on the layup. Green's got 10 points in the game.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
MP outside. Out Porter. Ball outside. There's a screen. The three is up. Pure from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
The big story thus far, how well they shot the rock.
Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Sar. Inside. Here's Kerr. No good with a layup.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Sar. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. And another miss by Washington.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's MP. He played a great game against Indiana. Knocks down the triple.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Back to Green. Looking to win the run. On target from range.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Now here's Miller. 5 points in the game. Fires at the triple. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Sar passes to Green. To the paint. Here's Alexander. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
MP outside. Miller outside. Outside Porter. Pass to Ford. Now ball. 4 on the clock. And another basket for Charlotte.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Green against MP. The three. And it's Green missing. Charlotte leading by 11. Here's MP. Rebounded by Green. Over to the wing. Here's Kerr. No points yet. Green, the pass to Alexander. Here's Kerr. Shoots over ball. Porter pulls it in.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to MP. Here's Ford. Back to MP. Puts up a three. Porter's shot is off. Wizards trail by 11. Here's Kerr. Ooh, and he took a hard foul, and the shot. So he'll head to the line and shoot a pair. We're in a significant game tonight with serious playoff implications on the line.
You can just feel it in the atmosphere, right, PA? Even us coming in, you saw a lot more fans outside the building. They're here early. They're watching the warm-ups. The players seem like they're locked in. Those coaches meetings we had even had some intensity to them. So I'm fired up to be sitting here with you to watch this one.
And the Wizards making a change here. York's checked in. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Here's Kerr. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Pass to Sarr. They set a pick. Wide open look. And the jumper is on the mark.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Hornets leading by 9. Here's Daniels, averaging around 6 a game. Takes the 3. Washington with a rebound. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, it feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Kerr, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Alexander. The rebound by 4. Alexander's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Pass to Wilkins. Back to MP. This one for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 11. Here's Kerr. Here's Sarr for 3. It's not going to go for him. And they're on the run. Good on the shot. Porter's got his second bucket on the night.
He can get out and run. Porter Jr. getting out into the lane and helping out the break.
Here's Kerr. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Pass to Alexander. Corner shot. Count the basket. 1:33 left in the first quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He had 57 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. It was really special in that game, and they're hoping he could repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
York, no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Hornets. They lead by 11. Pass to Ford. Back to MP. Now here's Porter from outside the arc. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 14. Covered by MP. Pass to Sarr. From the arc. It's the trifecta. Sarr's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Daniels. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the middle. The fadeaway. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And after after just one. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, the Hornets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack. As soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Trey Jones is out there with Green. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's York in at small forward. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Well, you can say this about any team, but for MP's team, making free throws is always key.
Green's checked in for Jones. And both free throws good for NP. Wizards trail by 17. Now Green. Pass to Buchanan. And here's Green. Wing shot on the way. Fires the three. Porter pulls it in.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at them just a bit.
Here's MP. Miller on the wing. There's Ball with a three. He drops it from range. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Green, the pass to Green. Here's Buchanan. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pass to Ford. Ball outside. The free ball. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. Towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And of course, Washington, 3 spots down.
You know, for the Hornets, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
Massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team. They believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Porter gets the bucket.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And here's Green. 13 points in the game. Here's Buchanan.
They might want to get away from the three-point shot. It's really been dragging them down. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Green. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Porter pass to MP. Miller on the wing. Ball looks over the floor. Clock at 6. Over Green. And another basket for Charlotte.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. Number 1, Charlotte.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
And so it's Washington with it. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Jackson with a screen on ball. Green. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Green's got 15 points.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
Green against ball. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Here's Ford, defended by Jackson. They set the pick. There's Ball with a 3. Drains the triple. Ball's got 29.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Jackson. No made baskets yet.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Here's Sarr. And Washington again with the bucket. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Outside Porter takes a 3. Rebounded by Green.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Here's Porter following the score by Washington. MP to pass to Miller. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Green. And again, it's Washington converting.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Now here's Ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Indiana. Here's Sarr, guarded by Miller. Pass to Sarr. Fires the three. The rebound by MP. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And then Porter with the
And there's an ease to Porter when he gets up vertically. Man, he can rise up and throw it down.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Outside, Green. Pass to Sarr. Shot clock at 6. Back to Green. 4-3. Rebound by Ford. Ford's got 4 rebounds now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Ball passes to Porter. Here's Miller. Porter finds Miller. Now here's Ball. From deep. The rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Green. Jackson surveying the deep. Here's Sarr. Here's Kerr. Lets it go from deep. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it 1 for 4.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Ball passes to MP. Miller outside from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Yeah, they eat that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty. They were lucky to come away with the win.
Talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win. They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Pass to York. Here's Sarr. Jackson with a screen on Porter. From deep, Sarr. Gets rebounded by Charlotte. Ford's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's MP. Miller outside. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by Kerr. And for Washington, they're shooting 44% from the field during the second. Green, the pass to Kerr. Here's Sarr. There's the 3. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. The drive by MP uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Sarr. Out to the right wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Here's Buchanan. They set the pick. Over Ball. And again, Washington, no good. Charlotte is shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding.
But when you have someone like MP who understands the offense and plays unselfish basketball, that's a huge advantage.
Foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Green's check in for Washington.
Number 18, Josh Green.
On defense, the Hornets. Sarr passes to Kerr. Here's Here's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And it's good on the lay-in. Kerr's got 9.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Ball outside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, total focus there from Ball, not letting anyone stop him.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Here's Kerr, hounded by Ball. Here's Kerr. No good on the triple. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. To the wing, right side. Pass the ball. Here's Ford. MP with it. He's got 14. Clock is at 3. Jacks up at 3. Ball no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
With a 9-footer. And it's Green missing. Here's Charlotte now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Down low. Tries it from the block. And it's Ford missing. And the Wizards shooting 41% in this game. Covered by MP. Pass to Alexander. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. He's checked in for Charlotte. Daniels comes in for LaMelo Ball. Well, the Hornets shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. 16 seconds left in the first half. From the high post. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Shot's good by Sarr.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
You know, thinking back to the first half, I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Ball. Michael Porter out there with Miller. And it's MP. And it's Ford in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Kerr. Outside. Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on MP.
I love it. Slashing his way inside. Green forcing the issue.
Jalen Green. 22 shots.
And both free throws good for Green. Here's Charlotte. Ball passes to Porter. Now here's MP. Miller outside. Here's the 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Green. And the Hornets with possession here. Daniels passes to MP. Off target from three-point range.
Even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Green for three. Sinks the tray. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. They're going to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And here's MP from outside. Buries it from three. MP's got 17.
Yes, sweet revenge for MP. Responding to their mate with a clean three of his own.
Pass to Alexander. Over Trent. Alexander misses. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Harper. They set the screen. And the Wizards with another three. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a commanding lead to end the quarter. Called by Charles Lee. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So on the floor for the Wizards, we've got Sarr, and it's Alexander in at the 5, rolling the paint. There's ball with a three. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 19. Outside, Green. Cranked it in off the glass. Green's got 36 points.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Pass to MP. Miller outside. Off target with the three. Washington has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Sarr passes to Green. Three-pointer, no good.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
MP, that was good.
A good touch by MP to make that floater drop.
Green against MP. Here's Kerr. No good with the triple.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Back to ball. Pass to MP. Miller outside. Ball outside. There's the triple. Cash. Assisting on the play with Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Sarr. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
He's off on the first. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best.
Now here's ball. Porter from outside. Sinks it again. That's his 7th big field goal in 11 tries.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's Green from the arc. Connects from downtown. Green's got 39.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Miller outside. And Charlotte another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Kerr. Pass to Green. Here's Sarr. Back to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help. Their lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Porter. Miller outside. Clock at 6. Shot is up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Miller's got 33 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
MP shot is good.
Things really going MP's way offensively. He's found the flow, and that's working for him.
And here's Green from the arc. The rebound by Ford. Ford's got rebound number 7 tonight. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, BA. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, and to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Here's Kerr. A minute 31 left in the fourth. Here's Green.